Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon.
Coach, the sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. This is how the defense will line up for Seattle. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Wilson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the twitch.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now it's Wilson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now, 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap 1st down. Now, you still won't get a 1st down even if you do exactly the same thing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's go.
And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for them, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The rushing numbers last week for Cohen, 17 carries, 56 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Trubisky to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. And an alley to run. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Mike 58, right there. Here I come.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Below Nichols. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and he's got this down to the 35. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Trubisky will throw. This is Miller, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. Got some real estate inside the 30. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defense.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Wilson. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Third and long, it's Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was the Rams who were able to pick up the victory at home. Kyle Allen, excellent in the win, and what a win, as they erased the looming possibility of a winless season with victory number 1 on the year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Wide, get wide. Check.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Seattle.
Keep it up.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. from midfield now. Here's Wilson, forced out to his left. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back.
And he's going to go down again. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That's it, baby. We go work.
Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive.
Hey, hey. Check. Look, 50 extra money. Blue down. Check. Watch safety creep.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right, finding room to the 20. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
On the run, this is Hunt. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocks.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5.
Check 19.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he'll rifle this one. And got his man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the back, watch the back.
Wilson to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. 23 yards, the final tally. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They had no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing now is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Buying time to his left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.